So where's your head at with Kourt?
Honestly, I think for like the first time probably in my life, it's finally starting to change.
Scott Disick is finally revealing how he feels about Kourtney Kardashian's relationship with Travis Barker.
You were pretty annoying for a little bit, but
Why?
it was really sweet when you told me that you allow me to be friends with your family.
From Ithaca, New York, wants to know if you think you would have a shot with Kourtney if you had maintained your sobriety.
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah, probably.
Scott Disick has set the internet on fire after dropping bombshell revelations about Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker's marriage. While the couple has long been painted as the ultimate rock star fairy tale with PDA-filled red carpet moments, romantic Instagram posts, and whirlwind declarations of love, Scott claims the reality behind closed doors was far from perfect. According to Disick, the cracks in their relationship were visible from the very beginning. What looked like an untouchable, love-dovey romance to fans may have been masking deeper struggles in private. Turns out it was all allegedly for show, and now Scott's comments have fueled speculation that the recent divorce rumors surrounding Kourtney and Travis could be rooted in long-standing issues that the public never saw. This revelation comes as a shock to many who saw the couple as inseparable, often described as soulmates, after years of friendship blossomed into marriage. But if Scott's perspective is to be believed, the glossy social media portrayal of their relationship may have been more about image than reality. So buckle up as we dive straight into the drama, and let's figure out if Kravis was always just for show, or is Scott just stirring the pot, given his own history with Kourtney?
Are you kind of getting over it, though?
Yeah, are you kind of getting over Kourtney?
Because she's, like, lagging.
No, I mean, you know, she's a tough girl. I mean, it's tough sometimes.
You're not getting over her, right?
No, I mean, I feel like I would never be over her.
Okay.
She's the love of my life, but you know, I try to do everything to be there for her, and there's literally no appreciation for anything ever.
Now, Scott Disick has finally broken his silence regarding Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker's marriage, leaving fans in shock with his candid remarks. For years, Scott has watched from the sidelines as Kourtney's romance with Travis blossomed into what appeared to be a fairy tale. However, his recent comments suggest that the reality of their relationship may not be as perfect as it seems. You see, Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker's relationship has long been a focal point of media attention, characterized by romantic gestures and public displays of affection. From a beachside proposal surrounded by roses to multiple extravagant weddings, their love story seemed to be a modern fairy tale. Fans celebrated their union, believing that Kourtney had finally found her happily ever after. Now, initially, Kourtney and Travis were just mere neighbors in Calabasas. After being friends for years, things turned romantic between Kardashian and Barker in early 2021, with a source telling people that Travis had liked her for a while. A month after news of their relationship broke, the couple confirmed their romance themselves on social media. Shortly after celebrating their first Valentine's Day together, the two went Instagram official, as Kourtney shared a photo of them holding hands. From there, their relationship moved quickly. Travis became a fixture in the Kardashian family, even bonding with Kourtney's children, something Scott was said to have struggled with privately. Then came the headline-making proposal in October 2021, where Travis popped the question on a beach in Montecito surrounded by a lavish display of roses and candles. Their weddings, yes, plural, in Las Vegas, Santa Barbara, and finally a grand Italian ceremony in Portofino solidified their image as Hollywood's most passionate couple. But according to Scott, behind the scenes, things were not so romantic. Scott claims the cracks were there from the beginning, moments of tension and incompatibility, masked by picture-perfect Instagram posts and orchestrated public appearances. Now, Scott's remarks may sting, but they shouldn't come as a complete surprise because even Kourtney herself has admitted that her marriage isn't always smooth sailing. During an episode of The Kardashians on Hulu, Kourtney opened up about her and Travis's very different personalities, confessing that it takes a lot of balancing to make it work. Travis's pace of life is pretty fast. I would say he tries to squeeze in as much as he can into a day, Kourtney explained. Meanwhile, her own priorities have shifted. After years in the spotlight, Kourtney has been vocal about wanting to slow things down and focus on her family. "So I am balancing myself, trying to slow all of my life down, mixed with doing all the things that he wants to do," she said. Kourtney admitted it isn't always easy to keep up with Barker's fast-paced, adventurous lifestyle. While Travis thrives on being impulsive and constantly on the go, Kourtney is much more content at home. "I think we both just want to make each other happy, but right now, I think he's a little bit more impulsive, whereas I'm really happy and comfortable at home," she revealed. Her candid confession lines up almost perfectly with what Scott has now suggested, that beneath the public image of PDA-filled romance and fairy tale weddings, there are deeper incompatibilities that have always been there. Now, to many people, especially their fans, Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker were couple goals, often presenting themselves as a seamlessly blended family. Their love story wasn't just a personal milestone, it became a cultural moment symbolizing unity, passion, and stability in a world often skeptical of celebrity romances. Their multiple weddings, constant PDA, and family-first messaging painted the picture of a modern-day fairy tale. But behind the carefully curated Instagram posts and red carpet appearances, Scott Disick's revelations suggest that the cracks in Kourtney and Travis's relationship were there from the very beginning, only hidden beneath the surface of their polished public image. According to Scott, those closest to the couple had already noticed subtle signs that contradicted the narrative of perfection. Among them, Travis's past relationship. Old wounds and unresolved dynamics from Travis's previous romances occasionally seeped into his new marriage, creating friction. Family tensions. Blending families is never simple, and despite their efforts to show unity, whispers of conflict between relatives began to complicate their home life. Even fans who once celebrated them as a power couple started to notice discrepancies between what they projected online and how they appeared in candid, unfiltered moments. While their Instagram feeds showed passion and inseparability, eyewitness accounts hinted at a different reality. Travis's temper reportedly surfaced in tense moments. Kourtney often appeared distracted or detached, raising quiet questions about whether their chemistry was as strong as it once seemed. What once looked like an unshakable love story may actually have been a relationship, straining under the weight of two very different personalities, one craving constant motion and the other yearning for peace and stability. To make matters worse, as Kourtney and Travis settled into their new life together, old rumors about Travis's complicated past began to resurface. Stories of infidelity and turbulent relationships re-entered public discourse, challenging the polished image of their love story. What once seemed like a flawless union now appeared more fragile, with unresolved shadows from Travis's history threatening to complicate their present. Scott Disick's recent comments suggest that these issues were never truly gone, only carefully concealed behind the spectacle of romantic grand gestures and lavish weddings. For the first time, however, Scott admitted to feeling a profound shift in his own outlook on Kourtney's relationship. He explained that seeing Kourtney find happiness with Travis has given him an unexpected sense of closure, even if it came at a personal cost. "As hard as it does give me a place to finally be able to move on," Scott confessed, revealing the emotional complexity of their shared past. His words struck a chord with fans, offering a rare moment of vulnerability from someone who has often been portrayed as the perpetual outsider in the Kardashian orbit. Still, Scott acknowledged that the most painful part has been the feeling of exclusion. No longer invited to family gatherings, despite his long history with Kourtney and their 3 children, he admitted that the distance has been difficult to accept. This separation highlights not just the strain on his relationship with Kourtney, but the ripple effect their marriage has had on the entire family dynamic. Now, with divorce rumors swirling, Scott's perspective has reignited conversations about whether Kourtney and Travis's whirlwind romance was destined for trouble from the start, or if the intense scrutiny and external pressures of fame ultimately accelerated the cracks that insiders say were always there. Fans remain divided. Some cling to the hope that Kourtney and Travis can weather the storm, while others believe the fairy tale image has finally given way to reality. Both Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker have openly acknowledged the challenges and blessings that come with living their lives in the spotlight. Kourtney, who has long balanced fame with her desire for privacy, reflected on the transition she faced when stepping away from constant filming. "Life without cameras was a big change for us," she admitted, explaining how the shift gave her a new perspective on what truly matters. Despite the difficulties, she emphasized that the rewards from personal growth to shared experiences have been deeply meaningful. Scott Disick echoed her sentiment, noting that fame, while often difficult, has also shaped their lives in countless ways. "We all know we are getting ourselves into it, and so many blessings have come from it," he said, acknowledging that the spotlight is both a burden and a gift that the family has learned to accept. Scott's candid revelations about Kourtney and Travis's marriage underscore an important reminder. Appearances can be deceiving. To millions of fans, their whirlwind romance and grand gestures painted the picture of an unshakable love story. But behind the scenes, the cracks may have been deeper than anyone realized. As the couple continues to juggle fame, family pressures, and the weight of past relationships, their future remains uncertain. The fairy tale narrative that once inspired so many has now given way to serious questions. Can Kourtney and Travis's relationship withstand the relentless pressures of celebrity life? Or will their love story become yet another cautionary tale about the cost of living in the public eye? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And don't forget to check out our other videos for even more drama. Till next time, bye.